There is a strange kind of silence that settles in when one person refuses to leave your mind. It does not feel loud or dramatic. It does not announce itself as obsession or desperation. It arrives quietly, in the middle of your day, between tasks, in the soft spaces where your thoughts wander for just a second. And suddenly there he is. Not because you invited him, not because you were looking for him, but because something deeper than logic opened the door. You can be laughing with friends. You can be focused on your work. You can be scrolling through your phone or planning your future. Yet his presence slips in like a memory that knows exactly where to find you. His voice echoes without sound. His face appears without effort. And you find yourself wondering why, after all this time, he still lives there. Before we dive in, let us know in the comments where you are watching from. We would love to see how far this conversation is reaching. Now pause for a moment. Ask yourself honestly, what does it mean when someone occupies your inner world without permission? Why does your heart remember what your mind tries to move past? This experience is not weakness. It is not confusion. It is not something to be embarrassed about. It is something far more subtle. When a man remains in your thoughts long after silence has taken over, it often means there is a bond that exists beyond conversation, beyond presence, beyond time itself. Some connections do not fade. They transform. They move underground. They become quiet currents instead of visible waves. You may tell yourself that it is just memory, or habit, or attachment. But the body knows when something is unfinished. The heart recognizes when a chapter was closed without being completed. And the soul feels when a thread still exists, even if you cannot see it. Women experience emotional energy in a way that is deeply intuitive. You do not simply think. You feel through thought. You do not remember passively. You relive emotionally. When someone mattered to you, truly mattered, your emotions did not end when the connection ended. They shifted form. Every time his image rises in your mind, something else is happening beneath the surface. Emotion is movement. Feeling is frequency. Thought carries charge. When you think of someone with sincerity, with tenderness, with unresolved emotion, that energy does not stay contained within you. It moves, it reaches, it touches. There is a reason you suddenly feel his presence when there has been no message, no reminder, no trigger. There is a reason your heart tightens for no clear explanation. Emotional energy does not require permission to travel. It does not need distance to collapse. It simply follows connection. Have you ever noticed how moments align without planning? You think of him, and later that day, his name appears somewhere unexpected. You feel an ache, and that same night you cannot sleep. You remember him, and days later you learn that he was thinking of you too. These are not accidents stitched together by coincidence. They are echoes. Energy moves first. Action follows later, if at all. You do not need to be near someone for them to feel you. Souls recognize one another long before words enter the picture. Long before logic tries to interfere. Long before pride builds walls. There was once a woman who believed she had moved on completely. Her life was full. Her days were busy. Her heart was stable. Yet every night just before sleep, a familiar presence would pass through her thoughts. It was gentle, almost respectful, not painful, not desperate, just present. Far away, a man she had not spoken to in years would wake in the early hours of the morning with an unexplained heaviness in his chest. No nightmare, no clear thought, just a feeling that refused to settle. He would scroll through his phone absent-mindedly, and an old memory would surface. A photograph, a message, a moment he could not place into words. He would wonder why she appeared now, after so much time had passed. What he never realized was that connection does not expire simply because people do. Some bonds do not end. They change location. They move from the physical world into the emotional one. They become quieter, but they do not disappear. And here is something many women sense long before they are ready to admit it. When you cannot stop thinking about someone, there is often a mirrored experience happening on the other side. Connection rarely moves in only one direction. Men experience emotion differently. They often suppress what they feel. They compartmentalize, they distract themselves. They convince themselves they are unaffected. But suppression does not equal absence. Silence does not equal indifference. He may not reach out. He may not speak your name. He may not show what stirs beneath the surface. But that does not mean nothing is happening. It means he processes privately what you feel openly. Have you ever tried to forget him, only for him to appear again in some unexpected form? A message, a memory, a sign, a coincidence that feels too precise to ignore. This is not your imagination playing tricks. This is resonance. There was a time when two people shared something real. Not perfect, not permanent, but real. And real things leave impressions. A man can build a new life. He can chase ambition. He can appear confident and composed. But at night when distraction fades, emotion resurfaces. A song, a scent, a place. Something small cracks open what he worked so hard to seal away. And suddenly you are there. Not as a memory of the past, but as a feeling that still lives. At that exact moment, you may feel a sudden shift inside yourself. A heaviness, a wave of emotion without context. No reason, no explanation, just a sense that something moved. This is how deep connections communicate, not through language, through sensation. Yet not every recurring thought is asking you to reunite. Not every emotional pull is meant to be followed literally. Sometimes the universe uses memory as a messenger. When someone returns to your mind again and again, it may be because there is something unresolved within you. Not between you, within you. It could be healing that has not yet occurred, forgiveness that has not yet been offered, understanding that has not yet been reached, or a lesson that your soul is still integrating. The universe does not force clarity, it repeats until you listen. If one person continues to appear in your inner world, ask yourself why. Not what they are doing, not whether they miss you, but what this connection is awakening inside you. Is it teaching you about boundaries, about self-worth, about attachment, about letting go, about love without possession? Sometimes a person enters your life not to stay, but to change you, to awaken something dormant, to reveal what you are capable of feeling, to shape the version of you that comes next. There was once an older woman who thought about a childhood friend every day for decades. They had not spoken. They had not crossed paths. Life had unfolded separately for both of them. Yet the memory remained constant. One day she listened to the quiet pull she had ignored for years. She traveled to find him, not with expectation, not with fantasy, only with curiosity and honesty. When they met, there was no grand reunion, no dramatic confession, only truth. He looked at her and said that he had thought of her every day too. He simply assumed she had forgotten. They both realized something important. The connection was never meant to be revived. It was meant to be acknowledged, seen, honored, released. Some souls return not to stay, but to close a circle. So now pause, close your eyes for a moment. Think of the man who lives in your thoughts. Do not judge the feeling. Do not analyze it. Just observe it. Ask yourself gently what this connection represents. Is it love? Is it longing? Is it attachment? Is it grief? Is it healing? Is it a lesson still unfolding? Sometimes thinking of him is not about him at all. It is about who you were when you loved, what you felt when you opened your heart. What parts of yourself were revealed through that connection? When someone stays in your mind, remember this. Emotional energy travels. You are not imagining the connection. It is felt on both sides, even if only one of you acknowledges it. Remember this too. Silence does not erase meaning. Distance does not dissolve bonds. And time does not invalidate what was real. But also remember this. Not every connection is meant to continue. Some are meant to prepare you. Some are meant to teach you. Some are meant to shape your heart for what is coming next. Do not label this experience as pain. See it as purpose. See it as information. See it as growth unfolding quietly within you. Every soul that enters your life carries a message. Some stay long enough to walk beside you. Others stay just long enough to change you. And if he still lives in your thoughts, it may be because somewhere, deep within his own quiet moments, you never truly left his heart either. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to the channel for more deep psychological and emotional insights. Let us know your thoughts in the comments and stay connected.